Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à notre chaîne YouTube qui s'appelle GS Global Institute. C'est le 15e épisode du Français à notre chaîne. Aujourd'hui, on va pratiquer les verbes être, avoir et aller. Est-ce que vous êtes prêts? Good evening to all. Welcome to our YouTube channel, that is GS Global Institute. This is the 15th episode of French at our channel. Today we are going to do practice of être, avoir and aller verbs. Are you all ready? But before starting, if you are new to this channel and have not subscribed our channel yet, please press subscribe button and do not forget to press bell icon in order to get further notifications from our channel. And now we are going to start with our today's topic, that is practice of être, avoir and aller verbs. Students, in my previous episode, I taught you about être verb, avoir verb and aller verb. If you have not seen that video, I will mention the link in the description. Just go and check that video. But for the time being, to start this practice session, I am going to just have a look over the conjugation that I taught you, and we are going to quickly revise this conjugation in order to do the practice. Okay. So the number one verb is être. Être means to be. Okay. So for example, you are something, or we use in English we say I am, you are, he is, she is. That means to show the existence we use this verb. And what is the conjugation? That is je, that is with I. We use suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils ont, elles ont. Okay. The next conjugation, that is for the avoir verb, that is avoir is to have. For example, I have, you have, he have, she has. So these all come under the avoir verbs in the French, and the conjugation respective to this is j'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Okay. And the number 3 irregular verb that we did was aller. Aller means to go. Here is the conjugation for aller verb. Aller means to go. For example, if I want to say I go, you can say je vais. Tu vas, which means you are going. Okay. You go. And for il va, elle va, that is he goes, she goes. Nous allons, we go. Vous allez, you go in a formal way. And ils vont, elles vont means they go. Okay. So now we are going to move towards the practice session, because it's really important to practice these verbs. So let's have a look over the practice session. So this is only for être verb. What you have to do is you have to write down the conjugation that is along with the je, tu, il, or whatever is the example. So what I'm going to do here is number one example has been done just in order to explain you people, and then I will give you 2 minutes to solve this practice session. That is, there are hardly 7 to 8 blanks per verb, and you have to solve them basically. Okay. So number one is je dash le boucher. So what you have to do over here is that you need not to worry about the words that are written. Okay. So these are just fill in the blanks. For further information, I mean, if you want to gain the great knowledge about the French, you can just learn them and improve your vocabulary. I have written the difficult words over here and what that sentence basically means. So but for right now, you need not to learn them and you need not to worry about the other things. You just have to look at the conjugation. Okay. For example, I have written here je suis le boucher. So what I have done here, I have written the être conjugation of je along with the filling the blanks. Okay. So which means I am the butcher. So what is this butcher? The slaughter that cuts the meat. Okay. For example, I want to say I am the butcher. So here what I am doing is I am showing my existence. Okay. And I am using I and am. Okay. Similar is the case with the être. Okay. So être means to show one's existence and to be. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to write down the conjugation respectively. Okay. So these are the filling the blanks in front of you and you have to solve them. I will give you 2 minutes to solve them. What you have to do is just write the conjugation and then I will discuss the answers with you after this minute. Okay, so your time starts now. Okay, so now let's have a look on the answer. So what is the conjugation with tu here? In être, the conjugation with respect to tu is, that is tu a. Okay, so tu a, which is es over here. So what the sentence means basically, that is tu a le maçon. So I have written the meaning of this maçon over here. Maçon means mason, that builds the house. Okay, and tu es le maçon, which means tu means you, and respectively the conjugation for être in English would be are, you are the maçon. Okay, that you are the mason that builds the house. So what I have done is I have written the conjugation with respect to tu here. Okay, the number 2 conjugation is il a, est. Okay, this is the same that I have given the conjugation previously. Okay, always with il the conjugation is a. Il est le docteur, which means he is a doctor. Okay, next one is Marie et la coiffeuse. Okay, so what the trick here was, Marie is basically a female, that is the femina, and for femina, that is she. Okay, so she is French, in French it is known as elle. Okay, and with L it comes a. Elle est la coiffeuse. Okay, that is Marie is a barber. Okay, next one is nous dash les plombiers. Les plombiers means plumbers. Nous sommes. Okay, we are the plumbers. Okay, next one is vous êtes, e chapeau, TES. Vous êtes les électriciens. Okay, that you are, or you are the electricians. Okay, next is Pierre et Paul dash les vétérinaires. So this vétérinaire means veterinaries, and Pierre and Paul seems to be 2 men over here, which means the conjugation used here would be that which is used for il, that is ILS, and which is ils ont. Okay, ils sont. Okay, and this last sentence was not shown to you. This is just an extra phrase, so let's have an answer for this. John is basically a masculine, which means the conjugation with respect to il would be used here. Il est le cuisinier. So what is this cuisinier? Cuisinier means someone who makes the kitchen. Okay, so here the answer is John est le cuisinier. That is the conjugation with respect to John is used, and John is a masculine, so the conjugation with respect to il would be used here, that is a. Okay, so now we are going to move towards the next verb, and we are going to practice for the avoir verb. Students, this practice exercise for our verb has been divided into two parts. That is, 3 phrases are given here and there are 5 more phrases that we will cover later, just after half a minute. Okay, so now I am going to give you this small exercise, that is fill in the blanks for avoir verb. Okay, and you have to do this in half a minute and then we will move on to the rest of our filling the blanks, and your time starts now. Okay, so now let's have a look over the answers. So the number 1 is j'ai, tu as and pierre a. Now see how these answers are there. Number 1 is the conjugation with je for avoir is always j'ai, with tu it is a, and pierre is a femina, that is a boy, and for boy that is we use he in English and which is il in French. So according to the conjugation, il has a. Okay, we use il a, elle a. Okay, il a un chapeau. Okay, now these all the words, that is une casquette, a bonnet et un chapeau, these all the 3 words have the same meaning, that is hat. So these are the synonyms basically. And j'ai une casquette means I have a hat. Okay, tu as un bonnet means you have a hat. Pierre a un chapeau means Pierre has a hat. Okay, so now let's move to the next phrases for the avoir verb. These are 4 phrases for the avoir verb and you will be given 1 minute to solve these, and your time begins now. So now let's have a look over the answers. Number 1 is a. Number 2 is avant. With vous it's avait. With Pierre et Paul, which means 2 people are here, and the answer is en. Okay, and with elle the answer is en. Okay, so let me explain you these things. So this un foulard, un képi, une casque, un chapeau, un foulard again. So these are the basically hat or the things which are things worn on head. Un foulard basically means the headscarf, and all the other things means basically the hat. Okay, so what does these sentences signify? Number 1 is Julie a un foulard. Okay, so Julie is femina, which means that is elle in French, and with elle we use a. Okay, elle a un foulard, which means Julie has a hat. Okay, number 2 is nous avons un képi, we have a hat. Okay, vous avez a cask, that is you have the headgear. Okay, Pierre et Paul ont un chapeau. Okay, which means Pierre and Paul have a hat. Okay, and the last is elles ont un foulard, which means they have the hat, and L with an S means that is femina plurial, that is we are talking about more than one girls or more than one femina gender over here. Okay, so now let's move towards the ale verb. So this ale verb signifies to go. And now what you have to do is you have to conjugate accordingly. Okay, so these are the basically 6 phrases over here. Okay, these are the 5 and one is below this, which is this. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to do the conjugation over here, and I will give you 1 minute to conjugate them, and later on I will discuss what they mean and why these conjugations have been used. Okay, and your time starts now. Okay, so now let's have a look over the answer. Number 1 is il, and the conjugation with respect to ale is il va. Okay, with the nu we use allons for ale. Okay, ils vont. Okay, so this il and this il is different because here s is there, and when there is a plural masculine we use this il. This is for singular masculine. Okay, and for this the respective conjugation is vont. Okay, number 4 is tu vas. Okay, and then number 5 is vous allez. Okay, and with je it is vais, je vais. Okay, so these are the respective conjugation, and now let me explain you the phrases. Number 1 is il va au stade, which means he is going to the stage or stadium. Au stade means stage or stadium. Okay, and this is going or goes, actually this present and present continuous tense both come under these verbs, that is we are doing ale verb over here. Okay, number 2 is nous allons en cours de français. Okay, which means we are going in French class. Okay, number 3 is ils vont chez grand-mère, that is they are going to their grandmother's house. Okay, and number 4 is tu vas rejoindre Pierre, which means you are going to rejoin Pierre. Okay, number 5 is vous allez acheter une robe, that is you are going to buy a dress. Okay, number 6 is je vais pleurer, that is I am going to cry. Okay, so these are the places where ale verb is used. If you are unable to understand the complete phrase over here, then you need not to worry. You have only concern with the conjugation. What my main point of making this video was just to make your hand free on the conjugation thing. Okay, so this type of practice was also important, and if you still feel that you have not that much hold on the verbs conjugation, then just learn them. Okay, learn the verbs conjugation and then try to solve these exercises again. Okay, Okay students, so this was all about the practice session for Être Avoir and aller verb over here. But one thing I want to add on over here is that students, GS Global Institute is located in Jagraon, Punjab, and we deal in with various services such as study visa, PR application, IELTS preparation, SOP formation, and many more. So if you have any query related to immigration or you need a support from our institute, just feel free to visit, or you can contact on our contact number. You can follow us on Instagram too to get the latest updates from our institute, and I will mention the details in description box, and feel free to contact us. Thank you so much for watching my video, and if you really liked this, please press like button and do not forget to subscribe our channel. To get the further notification, press bell icon too. And thank you so much. I will come up with the next lecture in the next episode. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.